Our 51. C. Phonetics.
The voiced alveolar lateral after front vowels. Kill, pale, smell, sell, feel, fill.
D. Vocabulary.
Number 1. Drive out, take out.
Number 2. Kiss, say goodbye.
Number 3. Go to his office.
Number 4. Park, arrive, pay.
Number 5. Work, talk, call up.
Number 6. Dictate, like. E. Grammar. Exercise 1. Number 1. Drive out.
Does Mr. Brown drive his car out of the garage?
Yes, he does. He drives his car out of the garage. Take out.
Does Mr. Brown take his wife out of the garage?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't take his wife out of the garage. What?
What does Mr. Brown do?
He takes his car out of the garage. How often?
How often does he drive his car?
He drives his car every day. Number 2. What?
What does Mrs. Brown do?
Mrs. Brown kisses her husband. Do.
Do the children say goodbye to Mr. Brown?
Yes, they do. They say goodbye to Mr. Brown. How many?
How many children does Mr. Brown have?
Mr. Brown has 2 children. When?
When does Mr. Brown usually kiss his family?
Mr. Brown usually kisses his family in the morning. Does.
Does Mr. Brown say goodbye at 9 a.m.?
No, he doesn't. Number 3. Go.
Does Mr. Brown go to school?
No, he doesn't go to school. Office.
Where does Mr. Brown go?
He goes to his office. How many?
How many cars does he have?
He has 1 car. 7:45 a.m.
What time does Mr. Brown drive his car?
He drives his car at 7:45 a.m. You.
Do you see 6 cars on the street?
No, we don't. Number 4. Park.
What does Mr. Brown do?
He parks his car. Does.
Does Mr. Brown park his car in the garage?
No, he doesn't. Where?
Where do the employees park their cars?
They park their cars in the parking lot. Arrive.
Does Mr. Brown arrive at 9 a.m.?
No, he doesn't. He arrives at 7:55 a.m. Pay.
How much does he pay for parking?
He pays $3 every day. Number 5. Work.
Where do they work?
They work in the office. Talk.
What do the managers do?
They talk on the phone. Business.
Do they talk about business?
Yes, they do. They talk about business. Call up.
Does Mr. Brown call up the manager at 8 a.m.?
Yes, he does. He calls him up at 8 a.m. Number 6. Dictate.
What does Mr. Brown dictate?
He dictates a letter. Shorthand.
Who takes the letter in shorthand?
The secretary takes the letter in shorthand. Does.
Does the secretary dictate the letter?
No, she doesn't dictate the letter. Like.
Does the secretary like Mr. Brown?
Yes, she likes him.